The worst places to live in human history. By Sin Speaks. Let's like his video. And if you like the reaction video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps support the channel. Let's tap in.
Wait a minute. What if you're watching the video on your phone? Okay, don't put your phone down then, all right? I need your attention, okay? Today, we're finna talk about something that could genuinely save your life one day, all right? We're going to the worst places that a human being, or in some cases a fictional little guy with a sword, could possibly live. And I'm not just talking, the traffic's kind of bad worse. I'm talking about places where the land itself is trying to kill you. Places where God looked down and said, nah, not this spot.
Low key, I think one of the places where I don't know if I could live there. I just don't know how long it would take me to, like, I think I would be over it in like a month or two. But fucking New York. I don't like that claustrophobic feeling of being somewhere where everybody is just so fucking close. Everybody's bumping elbows. You gotta pass through fucking crowds of people just across the street. I don't like that. I genuinely don't like that. The fucking apartment sizes are small as shit. It's like you're paying fucking $1,500 plus for a fucking broom closet. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong though. It's something about New York. Like, I've been there, I've visited, I've seen it. I'm saying it's good. It's a good place to go as a tourist attractor. Like, if you're there for vacation, like, gang, I don't know who vacations in New York. Like, that's not a vacation spot, but it's a good place to see as like a tourist attraction or whatever. You want to see Times Square, you want to go, you know what I'm saying, tour the fucking boroughs and see how niggas live in the hood. That's up to you, then sure. But to me, I just don't see how people can say, oh, New York, the Big Apple, you know what I'm saying? The place where, you know what I'm saying, they sell you $2,000 mop closets and you can decorate it with a fucking, you know what I'm saying, bunk beds, and your kitchen and your laundry and detergent room is in the same fucking vicinity. I can't do that. Me personally, I can't.
This spot is cursed. Okay, we doing real places and fictional places today because it turns out that reality and video games agreed on one thing.
Life. There's Roblox.
I'm on a whole nother. Some locations just ain't it. Grab a snack, get comfortable, go get some za if you smoke or partake in that. Because we're about to go tour the worst real estate in the universe and several others. Part 1, okay? This is some real places that are terrible. The worst to live at. All right, New York City. Okay, we're starting off with the concrete jungle itself, New York. Now, people romanticize this city like it's not actively trying to bankrupt you every single day.
And then literally that's what I'm saying. It's like, look at this shit. If you live in New York, I don't think there's genuinely no place. Like, if you're not a millionaire, if you're not a 6-figure earner on a daily basis, I just don't see, like, what is the point of living in a place that's, like, you know what I'm saying, it's literally eating your paycheck. Your paycheck, it's like, it's not, you're not stretching those bills at all. You're not getting your money's worth. You're not. These niggas are literally broad day robbing you, and then they're trying to justify it by saying, oh, you live in the city. You live in one of the most popular cities in the world. Gang, who gives a fuck? I can't even afford a fucking cheese pizza at the end of the night. I can't afford that. Now, don't get me wrong. New York City street food is really good. I'm saying they do got some good ass food out there, but that don't justify, you know what I'm saying, living there. It doesn't justify the means.
Breathe in it. $15 for a sandwich, nigga? 15? That's not a sandwich price, that's a car payment, all right? That's before you even talk about rent. Or they'll show you a closet with a hot plate in it and be like, this is a cozy studio close to transit. And the subway, bro, you going down them stairs not knowing if you finna catch a train or catch a whole traumatic experience. You think you about to catch a train, you catch a STD, bro. I'm just saying, random smells that don't even have names yet. There's a man playing a full drum set on a moving train like it's Carnegie Hall. A rat the size of a raccoon just strolling across the platform.
Man, this shit is too overstimulating. I'm telling you, like, I'm literally seeing this and I'm getting flashbacks. I went to New York, I think twice. The first time I went, gang, the whole catching the train and shit, to me, like, I don't do good in public transportation in general. I don't. I just think it's dirty. I think the people are dirty. I think a lot of people who take public transportation, maybe that's their only means of getting around. I feel bad for you. But it's just like a lot of, like, it's not real to me. That shit is just like a fucking simulation. that I refuse to take part in. I don't like public transportation. So my first time taking the train to New York, gang, it was just like, I think it was like a Taylor Swift concert too. It was too many fucking people. It was too many people talking, too much breath in the air in one vicinity. You know what I'm saying? It smelled really, really bad. It was cold as shit. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody has a seat, so you got niggas just like I got a seat, but you got niggas like literally 2 feet away from you, towering over you, holding the fucking rail, stinky ass armpits all in your face. That's just like, yeah, like, and that was on a good day. Apparently, somebody was telling me like, "Oh, you ain't even catch the train on a bad day." Fuck, I want to see a bad day for it. Like what?
Like he pays a mortgage down there. Everybody walking around New York, moving 100 miles an hour, bumping into you, not apologizing, and they're just mad at you for existing in their way. You ever seen somebody get death stared for walking too slow on a sidewalk? That's Tuesday in New York. I'd last maybe 4 days before I got on the bus back home talking about it was nice knowing y'all. I'm just saying, and I fuck with New York, but I'm not trying to get beefing with the Ninja Turtles and Master Splinter, bro. Niggas walking around with Timberland boots on with their pants tucked in them. I'm not beefing with any nigga with tucked in Timbs. Can I get a one-way plane back home the Aki way? I'm just saying. Now let's talk about Mexico City, all right? This one's wild because the danger isn't above ground, right? It's literally under your feet. The city is sinking, like actually measurably sinking into the ground it's built on. Up to a foot a year in some neighborhoods. A foot. And I ain't talking about no little ass baby feet. Talking about a whole foot, a Shaquille O'Neal foot. See, the whole city is built up on top of an old lake bed, right? For decades, they've been pumping so much water out from underground, right? To keep up with everybody living there, that the ground itself is collapsing.
So is this like, do the people there actively know this? Because if you actively know the place that you're living at is I'm saying, gang, if a tsunami was to reach this, the fucking ground would not withstand. We would fucking sink. Like, do the people there know? Because like, it's a lot of places that I check off my living. Like if I had a choice to live any single place I wanted, there's a lot of places I wouldn't even consider, just off the strength of the natural disasters and can this place withstand the natural disasters. Like fucking California, I would never move in Cali because one, you're off the edge of the fucking North America where the tectonic plates be fucking having mood swings and be having like no. I don't want to live in a place where one day a fucking the earth just gets moody and then just decides to have a fucking earthquake, and then next thing you know, my side of the town is decided that they don't want anymore. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not doing. I wouldn't do that. That's not smart to me.
Not only that, right? It's dangerous as shit because the cartel exists here, nigga. You thinking that everything's sweet. You about to just go live in this city. You about to just have a swell time as a tourist, and then it's a cartel member stopping you.
No. See? No. And this is why, like, a lot of people say, like, a lot of people have desires to travel places and see the world, and I think everybody has the right to travel. Everybody has the right to see the world. Everybody has the right to get out and experience something different than their own culture. But again, you got to realize there's these forces that are there that do not want you there. They don't want you there. And one of the things, like, the people like that's in the cartels, that's one of the places I won't go because I don't want to fuck with them. Like, they're even saying that the fucking tourist attractions and shit like that aren't safe because they literally targeting tourists because they think if you're a tourist from a place like America, you got money, you got this, you got opportunity. Like, no, gang, I'm just a random black nigga who's working a 9-to-5 with a day-to-day just like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just that I'm not involved in some shit that has me fucking cutting bodies and chopping heads off and putting the heads on a stake and leaving them on the side of the highway. I don't want to encounter that. That's unnecessary cortisol raising in my eyes. We don't need that. We need less stress and more happiness.
You and acting like you should have checked in. Now, I know that y'all are gonna say, okay, that this next one's kind of messed up, all right? But I'm gonna keep it a band. We gotta talk about London, okay? I'm sorry. You know, really the UK as a whole.
What's wrong with London, bruv?
But we're gonna specifically talk about London because that shit is basically just British New York. I know it's got accents.
Not in Birmingham, we don't.
Double-decker buses, everybody thinks it's fancy, but we gotta talk about a lived experience, okay? The sky does not open up in the city. It's gray all the time, all right? Not, oh, it might rain later, gray. I mean a permanent, oppressive, the sun filed a restraining order against this city, gray.
What, are we gonna fight the sun?
You go weeks without seeing direct sunlight, and everybody just acts like that's completely normal and fine. Nigga, we need vitamin D. And the rent is going crazy out that bitch, bro. Has no business doing that for what you actually need. And the rent is going crazy out that bitch, bro. Has no business doing that for what you actually get, bro. You paying New York prices and you in fucking Britain? Bro, you got me paying New York prices in places where they eat beans and toast. And let's not talk about the fact that niggas is out here stabbing niggas, bro. I'm talking about it's hard to get weaponry there.
And that's what they say. Like a lot of, like, you heard about that in London and in Paris, well, France and shit like that. They have high crime ratings because niggas are just going around fucking stabbing each other. Like, why? Like, I don't understand, why are humans so violent? Like, and this where goes to show you that a lot of people, I don't even want to talk about gun reform, fuck that, but living in the UK or living in Europe in general would be like a cultural shock for me, because don't them niggas drive on the right side of the road, and they, you know what I'm saying, like you said, they don't have fucking sunlight, they don't have good weather in general. Like, I don't even think them niggas get snow. Like, you just live in a place where it's just gray all the time. That should, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm in a fucking Black Mirror episode or something.
Do have guns, that is true. It's hard to get them and they're highly illegal. So what do people do? They stab you. Niggas is out here living like this is some sort of prison yard. I don't want to get shanked because I'm in London, bro. And then I heard niggas be over there throwing acid at people. Whoa, fucking relax. I'm walking past having a swell old time, you know, just enjoying your life, and here comes a guy throwing acid in my face. Fuck, I get in a fight with a chemist. You know, it's a beautiful city, rich history. Absolutely will drain your bank account and your serotonin at the same rate though. I respect it from a distance, a sunny distance. Florida. Okay, look, I gotta talk about Florida. I have to. It's not optional at this point, okay? It's basically required by law when you make a worst places video.
I think Florida will forever have a bad rep, because when anything goes wrong, and it's like not even just anything, like when the most viral stupid crimes, the most viral murders, the most viral, you know what I'm saying, just pure absurd to humanity things to ever happen, it's a 7 out of 10 chance that shit happened in fucking Florida. Like, I genuinely don't know what's in the air out there. I don't know what's in the water. I don't know, like, if it's a consumption thing, or, you know what I'm saying, y'all niggas in Florida get fucking injected with something at birth that just, like, you're liable to tweak at any point in your life. It's just a ticking countdown at that point. I don't know what it is, but with Florida and you Floridians, y'all niggas are cracked. Like, I don't know what it is, bro.
Florida has everything working against it at once. The heat is disrespectful. The humidity makes you feel like you're being personally hugged by a wet towel. And then on top of the weather, you got alligators just casually chilling in random neighborhood ponds like they pay rent there. And the stories, bro. Every single week is something. A man wrestling an alligator over a sandwich. Somebody riding an actual manatee that they were not supposed to be riding. A guy getting arrested doing something so specific and so unhinged that the news doesn't even have a category for it. They just say Florida man. Like, that explains everything, and somehow it does. And everybody who lives there just says, yeah, that tracks. And it keeps.
And like, low key, that is something I peep too. These niggas don't even have names. It's just Florida man or Florida woman. Like, because they know that person that's literally in that picture that you see, they only did something so capable of a Floridian, that like that's what Florida people are capable of. Anybody else, you know what I'm saying? You could be in the quietest county in Nebraska, gang. You would never do no shit that a Floridian would do. Never.
It's moving. I respect the resilience, but I could never. Niggas over there calling you jit and then killing you. What do you expect from the city where Kodak Black is from, bro? Respectfully. Nigga talking about, I knew the perp was fake, but I still ate it because I'm a gremlin. I don't want to go to any place like that is from. Now let's move on, okay? We talked about some real places. Let's talk about some fictional places, all right? Silent Hill universe, all right? This is a place that has a town that basically invented psychological horror real estate, okay? This town has fog that never leaves, not weather, permanent, unexplained fog that just sits there so you can't see more than 10 feet in front of you at any point. And that's the good version of this town. The second the fog gets thick enough, the whole place flips into this rusted, bloody metal nightmare. It's like,
yeah, and like, because don't you stumble into Silent Hill? Like, I don't know the complete lore. Like, I've watched Silent Hill movies, but I genuinely only remember the fucking first 15 minutes of them, where the dad and the daughter stop to get gas. He go get the gas and he come out, and all of a sudden fucking nothing exists. Nothing, like literally nothing exists no more. And then his daughter's not in the car, and then he's walking up a hill, and then it's just fog everywhere. At least that's how I remember it. I could be right, I could be wrong. I don't care. But I wouldn't want to live in a place like, I'd walk away from the fog. Cause you telling me that I know that in the fog there's a nigga with a big ass pyramid on his head that got a big ass sword who's cutting shit up? Nah, I'm good.
Like a place with monsters made out of everybody's personal trauma walking around looking for you specifically. I heard an evil siren announcing my death. Let's go investigate. Go run. Property value in Silent Hill is in the negative numbers, okay? You couldn't pay me enough to even drive through there on the highway, let alone live there. Niggas out here running towards the problems. Nigga, chill. Speaking of running towards problems and chilling out, let's talk about the wasteland from Fallout, all right? We got a post-apocalyptic wasteland, which honestly might be the single worst real estate portfolio in fictional history because it's not just one bad place, it's everything. The whole map is bad. The water is irradiated. The air in certain places have your lungs getting filled with cancer mass. Random bugs got turned into the size of Honda Civics because of radiation. There's death claws out there that will injure
That shit that's like living in fucking prime Chernobyl.
Entire bloodline in 4 seconds flat. And if the monsters don't get you, other humans will, because apparently the second civilization collapsed, everybody decided Raider was a valid career path. And on top of all of that, everybody's basically wearing the same outfit they had on the day the bombs dropped. 200 years later, sir, bam.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, in an event that a real natural, that's not even a natural disaster, gang. If a fucking zombie apocalypse or I'm saying we get into like this nuclear warfare and then the world that we know today, right now, it's fucking over. I don't want to I don't see the appeal in living in that time. Like, a lot of people like to glorify, like, oh, if I was in a zombie apocalypse, bro, I'd be thriving. Gang, no, the fuck you would not. You would not. You you think that there would be some fraction of life today that you can continue on and mix it with that zombie apocalypse era? No, gang, that would not happen. You can't shower. You can't get a consistent meal. You got to look over your shoulder for fucking humans. You got to look over your shoulder for fucking zombies. Like, a lot, like, I love The Walking Dead just as much as the next man, but gang, that shit that they do, that shit, they glorified the zombie apocalypse. I don't think people understand, like, an event of a real natural disaster where the world is over. I don't think people are built to live like that. You know what I'm saying? Look at us today. We just gonna go back to fucking trying to off each other for what?
Go to a mall. There's got to be a mall somewhere in the wasteland, okay? Get some fresh fits, nigga. You basically can't drink the water. You can't trust your neighbors, and you might get mutated into a super mutant just for taking a wrong turn. 0 stars. Do not recommend this place. I'd rather live in a fucking box somewhere than live here. Waking up in the morning, thinking everything's swell. You thinking that's your whole world. It's gonna be normal. Everything is gonna be fine. No, nigga. You're in the middle of a desert with irradiated air, water, food, and there's a bunch of fucking raiders. And not to mention, there's ghouls running around. These niggas are just like super radiated humans that got fucked up. Some of them glow. Bro, I don't want to be around anything glowing. Nigga, relax. Looking like some Homer Simpson would have worked on in the factory. Calm down, gang. Then they be making super horny noises, bro. Like they just ain't had pussy in 30 years. They like, bro, if you don't go buy some coochie. Now let's talk about Paradise Islands, okay? Attack on Titan. This one right here is on a whole different level of housing crisis, all right? It's attack.
And I just want to say, Aaron Yeager was right. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Yeager was right. A lot of you niggas gotta go. You gotta go. Yeah, just know he was right.
On Titan. And you don't have just bad neighbors. You got naked 100-foot giants that eat people for absolutely no nutritional reason. They just walking around outside the walls. Thinking about the logic of living here for a second, all right? Your entire civilization safety plan is 3 walls. That's it. The whole strategy is walls. And everybody's just supposed to live their whole life, raise kids, go to work, knowing that if one of them walls ever falls, giants are strolling in for an all-you-can-eat buffet and your city is the menu. And then it actually happens. The wall breaks and the Titan just casually kicks a hole in your front door. And now you got thousands of people running for their lives while this thing picks people up and eats them like a toddler with finger food. No chewing, no remorse, just straight down the hatch. And the government spent 100 years lying to everybody about why any of this was happening in the first place. You're telling me I gotta pay taxes and get eaten by a giant, and I find out later my own government knew the whole time and said nothing? Paradise Island might have the worst HOA in
low-key. I don't even think Paradise Island would be bad if it wasn't for like the Titans that had fucking common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like if the Titans were brain dead, if they were like the regular one, the normal Titans who they didn't have the physical human capacities to use and apply logic to certain situations, that would be ultimately fine. But then the problem comes in when you got these fucking beast Titans, these you know what I'm saying, I don't even remember the fucking name of all of them, but just the Titans that literally can transform on a dime, like the human ones. That's where the problem arises, because them niggas are demons. Them niggas are some of the most egregious people ever, because they literally do stuff with the sole intent to get y'all niggas going. And I don't know. I just don't see Paradise Island being that bad if it wasn't for like the, you know what I'm saying, the specialized Titans.
Fictional history, nigga. Y'all got giant Titans walking around eating people, bro. And for some reason, y'all didn't want to be honest about shit from the jump. Okay, cool. You don't want to be honest from the jump? I'm going to jump off this building and kill myself, bro. I'm just saying. Now, our last stop on this video is Raccoon City, Resident Evil, all right? A whole American city that got so thoroughly wrecked by one evil pharmaceutical company that the government just looked at the map and said, you know what? It's easier to nuke the whole thing than to fix it. And they did. They really just erased an entire city off the map because the zombie infestation got that disrespectful. Before that though, imagine just being a regular person there, right? You go to sleep in a normal American city, you wake up and your neighbor is eating somebody in the street. Your local police department got a whole underground lab conducting illegal bioweapon research this whole time, and nobody told you. The pizza guy might be a zombie now. The mailman might be a zombie. Trust no one. And on top of regular zombies, they got
a Resident Evil movie about to come out, and gang, that trailer looks so fire, bro. I can't wait for that shit.
Mutated giant creatures roaming the streets in trench coats, just casually one-shotting people for fun. A whole city condemned. Government erased over corporate greed and a virus. That's not a place to live. That's a fucking cautionary tale with a zip code. All in all, I don't want to live there. Niggas got zombies running around. They're not even regular zombies. I mean, they not World War Z zombies, but they're not as easy.
No. I don't think I would never live anywhere where there's even a possibility that one of the fucking World War Z zombies can come a thing. I'm telling, that's not a place. Zombies that sprint, like look. This just on the back half of this video. I'm gonna probably end it right here. But the Train to Busan zombies, the World War Z zombies, and the Evil Dead. They're not zombies, but they're deadites or whatever. But I classify them niggas as zombies. That's the three universes I don't want no parts in. You know what I'm saying? Train to Busan, World War Z, and the Evil Dead dumb niggas. I'm good. Actually, they're not zombies because they're demons. You right. So just Evil Dead and Train to Busan.
As Walking Dead ones either. They somewhere in the middle.
The Walking Dead zombies, they're literally not a threat. They're not a threat. Like, I was hoping, not really, but I was hoping that at some point in the Walking Dead series where we see like the niggas evolving. Like they evolve, they get smarter, they get, you know what I'm saying, craftier, sneakier, quieter, something. The Walking Dead zombies from the start of the show are retarded, and they end the show retarded. Like I'm literally, those zombies strike no fear in me at all.
Now I want to be in the middle of somewhere safer. What you talking about? Niggas got fucking sick people that got mutated into zombies just walking around. All because of Big Pharma, nigga. Couldn't you just give people fucking fentanyl and Percocets instead? I'd rather niggas be high than have to deal with zombies, bro. Anyways, down below, I want you to drop in the comments the worst place that I might have slept on, real or fake. Because I already know that y'all got some that I probably didn't even think about. And if this one gets
low key, out of all of the shit that we heard, gang, I'm still not living in New York. Not paying $2,000 for a broom closet. That's just me. If you enjoyed the reaction video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy RushMoreRick. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.